I'm Paul, this is Out Nerdy, and this is my take on Boba Fett, Chapter 2, The Tribes of Tattooine. So, it starts off, Agent May, Fennec Shand, brings back one of the assassins that tried to bump off Boba in last week's episode. But he won't talk, so Agent May, not Boba, sends him into the Rancor pit, but it turns out to be just a ploy, and the assassin of the Night Wind, whoever, super secret society, falls like a soggy banana. He tells him he was sent by the mayor, so off they toddle to have a chat, and once again Boba is made fun of just like in last week's episode. I can't help feeling that the old Boba would have just shot him. Out of hand, boom, done. He hands over the assassin, who is promptly shot, and it's the mayor that has the chat with Boba rather than the other way around. He is told to go to Gaza Sanctuary for answers, so like a good dog, off he goes. Apparently, Jabba's cousins have laid claim to Boba's new kingdom. So we get a grand entrance of the twins as they show off their pet Wookiee. Boba tells them who's boss and to piss off. As a side point, and it's just me, the Wookiee look more like a Klingon. But anyway, they mutter that bloodshed is bad for business, and off they fuck. We then get flashbacks, and the latter half of the episode is all in flashback. And it's Boba and the Sand People who, after he defeated that monster, seem to have accepted him as one of the tribe, and they teach him how to fight their way. Some kind of train goes past and a few of the Sand People are bumped off. At the funeral, Boba notices some speeders going by, and he says to the king, leader, whatever of the Sand People, that he can stop the train. We cut off to, and it's some kind of pub, and it's a biker gang, but name, it's Sons of Anarchy with aliens and on speeders, but that's what it is. They've even got a cut, and they're terrorising the place. In stops Boba, and he destroys the bikers / speeder gang, whatever. It's actually a good scene, and we get to see Boba fight, which is nice. He takes her speeders back to the Sand People and teaches them how to operate them. It's weird how the Ewoks didn't need any instructions, but okay. We then get a nice training montage, both of Boba learning to fight their way and Boba teaching them how to use the speeders. They go on to attack the train. Everyone has anti-stormtrooper aim because there's loads of people going down on both sides. I will say this, the robbing the train scene seemed reminiscent of Solo. Anyway, the droid controlling the train tries to stop them by speeding it up, but obviously fails. Anyway, bang bang bang, pew pew pew. The Sand People and Boba have won the day. Now Boba strikes a deal with the owners for tribute to be paid to the Tuskens in exchange for their protection. The Tuskens are very thankful. They give him a gift, which is a lizard that goes up his nose. They say to guide him. We then get a few more flashbacks, and we get a tree which also seems to be the Sarlacc pit. Either way, Boba escapes, bringing back a big branch. The Tusken Raiders are happy at this. We then get him being dressed in Tusken robes like we see him in the episode of Mandalorian where he pops up properly for the first time. I guess he's now fully part of the tribe. He gets shown how to make Tusken staff from the branch that he brought, and they all perform some kind of kata fighting stance around the fire. And that's it, that's your lot. So that's the gist of what happened. The question is, was it any good? Why, yes. Yes, it was. Or at least it was a lot better than last week's Do You Remember This and Do You Remember That episode. I did think, oh, here we go. When the Rancor was mentioned, but fair play to him, nothing happened. You know, weirdly, Boba isn't as aggressive in the present as he is in the past, and so far it's always been Agent May that's took proper decisive action, or is somehow advising and whispering into Boba's ears. The thing is, will she turn on him at some point? It is a Disney show after all, filmed in 2021, and it wouldn't be Disney without the old bait and switch, would it? Much like in The Mandalorian, where they humanise the Imperial forces to a point, they are very determined to make us like the Tusken Raiders. Now, they kidnapped and perhaps tortured Anakin's mum. They aren't the good guys Disney wants us to view them as. I suspect they are the future Disney toy line, and they're counting on it, but that could just be me being cynical. I'm not sure why Disney are so concerned with making their now villains, at least, sympathetic. It's not just in Star Wars that we've seen this. All through 2021, from WandaVision to the Cruella film, from Falcon and Winter Soldier to Hawkeye, they've been making us be sympathetic to the villains. Usually they're always women, so I expect, a reveal. Now, I think from an Imperial perspective, that works. There's many reasons why people chose to fight for the Empire rather than just blame it on mass conscription. Anyway, I did enjoy this episode a lot more. It wasn't as infuriating or relying too much on the member berries. It gave us some good Boba scenes. If I had to pick it's the way Boba is treated in parts. But because Boba sure is taking a lot of shit off folk, and at the moment not reacting to it. Hopefully he will start to assert himself in the future episodes. But a solid start, a solid episode 2 anyway. It's a lot better than that shit we got in the Mandalorian episode 2 last season. Righto, that's all for now. Please like, share and subscribe. You can find me on social media. And I will see you all again. Ta-ra for now.